What's happening, folks? It's Muller Motivation. Temptation is gonna kill you. Addictions are gonna kill you. And the things you cannot let go of that might be pleasure now are gonna kill you, man. If you cannot last 30 days without it, you're too addicted to it. And you have to find a way to get out of it before it destroys you. Seriously. That's what I'm gonna get into today. Whether if it's social media, drugs, alcohol, sex, food, laziness, these are all things that give you pleasure, rises your dopamine levels like crazy. The problem is that these things kill you. Put away the weed, put away the sex, the porn, put away the alcohol, put away the laziness. It's time to do things you have to do, not things you want to do or feel like doing. It's just because of the lack of discipline that it becomes easier and easier to indulge in every single activity that is just for pleasure. You ever notice when you do one thing wrong in terms of you lose track of one thing, you start to lose track in other things? It becomes easy and easy and easy. And the thing is, the more you can train your mind to be disciplined, the easier it will be to say no. If you cannot last 30 days without any of those things, you're addicted. For example, social media. A good addition of social media would be using social media to promote something, to do a business, to do something productive with it. That's different. But if you're only on social media to consume content, not to produce, not to learn anything, then that's a problem. If you're using your internet to go on pornography all the time, to basically be a spectator of everybody and not being productive for yourself, then that's a problem. If you're using alcohol and drugs to escape what you're actually going through in life, what's that really teaching you? It's teaching you to find escapes to every problem you come across instead of dealing with it in the moment. You know what I mean? They don't call weed a gateway drug for no reason. And the thing about a lot of people that do it and say it's healthy for you and to give themselves the excuse to keep doing it, the fact of the matter is a lot of you cannot last 30 days without it. And that says to me you're addicted. And that says to me it's a bad habit. You know what I mean? Be disciplined. Temptations are going to kill you. Instant pleasure is going to kill you. We are not made to have things instant. If you go back to the Stone Ages, we had to hunt for our food, we had to hunt for our shelter, we had to do a lot of things to be physically fit to be able to provide for the family. Now I have things so quick and easy and accessible that we're becoming lazy in many areas. And that's another one. Laziness is addictive. It's addictive sleeping in. It's addictive eating junk food. It's addictive drinking alcohol. And what you're really doing is you're drifting. You're drifting. You're drifting through life. You're not thinking clearly. You're not accountable. You're not disciplined. You're not doing the things you're meant to be doing. We're not meant to be obese. We're not meant to be lazy. We're not meant to be unaccountable, undisciplined. And that's the problem of the temptations and the constant instant pleasure. The pleasure should be something as a reward, not something you do on a constant basis. And let me ask you this question. How does it make you feel for real? How does it make you actually feel when you're always trying to escape using, whether if it's pornography, whether if it's drugs, whether if it's alcohol, whether if it's girls, whatever, sex? How do you really feel after those activities? Do you feel guilty? Do you feel good about yourself after doing those things? That really says everything right there, how you feel after. And we got to get our minds out of the emotional the emotional reactions and basing what our course of actions is gonna be based on emotions. We gotta do what we gotta do. We gotta stay disciplined. The only reason this couch exists or anything that I'm seeing, this coffee mug, is because people are disciplined enough to put in time to make it. People were smart. People had to innovate. People had to be creative. And you lose your creativity and you lose yourself when you indulge too much in pleasure, when you're always tempted. Learn to say no. Learn to say no. Say no to chips, say no to alcohol, say no to weed. And at some point in your life, you're going to have to say no to sex too. Yes. If you're between 18 and 30 as a guy, that shouldn't be your focus if you're not really where you need to be in life. That's just the facts. I know it feels good. I've been there. I've done it. But at the same time, after you do it, you don't feel good. You deep down don't feel good. You feel dirty. You feel dirty. And that's the realization we have to come to. We gotta set priorities straight. You gotta eat healthy. Feed your mind with positive things you want to happen in your life. Learn some accountability, learn some discipline. Stay away from the drugs, the alcohol, the things making you intoxicated, to not know what's going on and to escape what you're going through now. If you really have to always escape, it's a sign that you're not where you need to be and you need to focus on getting yourself out of that situation. Otherwise, you'll be spending a lot of money, spending a lot of time, and losing yourself in order to try to escape what you're going through now. You know what I mean? Don't let temptation kill you. Don't let instant gratification take away your life. You know what I mean? Let's be better. Be a man. If you're listening to this, be a man. Be a woman. Right? The man and the woman is supposed to be by default. We're not meant to be overweight. We're not meant to be sluggish, lazy, sloppy, greasy, tired, weak, soft. We're not meant to be that. We're meant to be more than that. And the only way that's going to happen is if you build some discipline, if you have the ability to say no to pleasure that's instant. After the pleasure, tell me how you really feel. I know you don't really feel, it's not what you expected. Let me just say that. Work on yourself. Build accountability, build discipline, get in the best shape of your life this year. Get back to school, start your business, get your mind off of sex, of alcohol, drugs. Get that shit off. Seriously. We need to be better. We need to be more accountable. And the reason a lot of people aren't going far, and the reason a lot of people cannot do this, is because most of the world is trapped in the temptation and trapped in the instant pleasure. If it comes quick, it goes quick. The get rich quick scheme is something that's gonna destroy you. This is what the temptation and the instant gratification is really doing to your mindset. Anyways, that's really it for my video. Make sure to take what I said seriously. Work on yourself. Stay away from the temptations. Be able to say no to it. Be disciplined. Be accountable. Stay away from all those things to escape. Because you're not really escaping. It's just a moment of being high, a moment of being aroused, a moment of being intoxicated. But you come back to reality. And if your reality sucks, you have to do things to change it. And that's only going to happen if you build discipline. That's it for my video. Thank you for listening. It's Dare Mulo Motivation. Stay tuned for more videos.